Hey YouTube, what's going on? It is Jax here back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over my top 5 decks for this season's global tournament. You have Ram Rider Bridge Spam with the Lumberjack. Obviously, just a really good deck. Raged up Ram Rider can break through anything. You have Magic Archer as an Inferno Dragon as your main air defenses. Magic Archer being able to pierce through things, get tower damage if you need a Heal Spirit. Well, we all know how the Heal Spirit works. It's just an insane card. It's so good. It fits really well with this deck. Our next deck is, of course, going to be 3.0 Expo, one of the safest choices for the global tournament. This deck really does well in like every matchup. There's nothing you can't win. You can either turtle and spell cycle if you need to, or you can keep going in with offensive expos and then use your knight, skeletons, and ice spirit to protect it. Tesla archers being your air defense. Really just a solid deck overall. The next deck is Barb Hut Royal Hogs. Absolutely insane deck. It's just so good. Split lane, pressure of the Royal Hogs, and the recruits together. You can split the Zappies as well for that extra dueling, or you can go same lane with all the Zappies and the pigs, and the Heal Spirit to heal everything up. Flying Machine and Zappies being your air defense might be a little bit weaker than other decks, so make sure if you're playing against an air deck, you play really passively. And then you have the Barb Hut, of course, just to set up continuous pressure, and they can't really kill the Barb Hut very effectively. Our next deck is, of course, going to be E-Barb's Bridge Spam, excuse me. It's just an insane deck. Magic Archer and Hunter being your air defenses. Hunter is so good in the meta right now. And this deck can really beat basically any matchup that is thrown at it. You have the Cannon Cart and the Ghost as ground defense, along with the E-Barbs as another kind of tank killer for the ground. And there's a ton of good pressure, which is why I like this early in the global tournament. And then our final deck is, of course, going to be RG Cycle. This deck has been around for a month. You guys have heard about it. You've seen how it's played. This time we have the Ghost instead of the Skeletons, which was the more classic variation. Just because of the Ghost and its hover mechanic, it's just such a good card to have in there. So we'll hop right into some games with these 5 decks, and I'll show you how you want to be playing them. A few more quick notes before we get into the video. I am going to be making a clan with this account. We're going to be doing a series where I will let you guys choose what deck I'm going to max, and we're going to max it and basically one-trick it on this account. Probably something cycle like Expo, which is on my profile, Logbait, 2.6. I don't know. I want to play something new though, so I'll put out like a poll on the YouTube community post. And I also have another poll, not a poll, but like a kind of choose my clan name thing. We'll be making a clan for this, and you guys can go and choose the name, and then the winners or the most liked comments or the names that I like the most will be put into a poll. The winner of that poll will get to be the clan name and will get to come on the next Subs versus Jack. So make sure to go enter in that if you want to participate. And yeah, let's go right into the games. Alright, so going into the first game of the video here against Nadav, we're going to be using Lumberjack Bridge Spam as our first deck. With this starting hand, I want to go in with a Barbarrel at the bridge. I have my Magic Archer ready, and he's going to go in for a Musketeer. So I don't want to play my Bandit same lane, that'll just give his Musketeer easy protection. So we'll cycle our Bandit opposite, and I'm probably going to go for an Inferno Dragon. Oh, he's actually going to go in. So we'll go with our Inferno Dragon here. And he's going to go with a giant Graveyard Push right off the bat. He's going to ignore this Bandit. He doesn't have any Elixir to counter this Inferno Dragon, though. Bats do come in. We'll go with our Lumberjack on top of this Musketeer, and he's going to get a little bit more damage than us, but obviously not the worst start in the world. We do have a pretty nice counter push coming back at him, and he's going to go in with a Skarmy, which is really nice. This is going to give this Magic Archer a ton of value. So we'll go in with our Ram Rider since it's going to be raged up, and all he's going to have is a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Oh, and unfortunately placed Mini P.E.K.K.A. for him is going to make sure the Magic Archer is chaining and the Ram Rider gets the connection, and the Magic Archer survives. That's really good for us. We're going to get a lot of damage. We force out a Musketeer. So he doesn't have Skarmy, he doesn't have Mini P.E.K.K.A. He's only got like a Giant and a Graveyard and Bats, maybe. I don't even know if he's got the Bats back for this Bandit. So we'll go in with the Bandit to counter this Musketeer. Oops, misplaced her a bit because Musketeer got 2 hits. See, what is he going to do? He's going to Snowball, and he's going to whiff the Snowball. That's so good for us. We'll hit him with the... Oops, I forgot. I forget on this account that I don't have all the emotes I have on my main. That would normally have been a Goblin Fire emoji. But in this case, it wasn't. So, since he used his Snowball, that means he can't arrow his Snowball my Magic Archer, meaning I want to go in this lane to protect my weak side tower and go for his weak side tower. So he's down a lot of Elixir, so we'll go Lumberjack Ram Rider. Since we have the Magic Archer to cover any Skarmy, this Ram Rider will take his tower, and the Heal Spirit's going to come down and distract the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Lumberjack is just going to town on this Giant, and let's see, does this Mini P.E.K.K.A. come in front? It does, so we can just go in with a Barbarrel and clean all of that up. A beautiful attack there. And I was able to go in for that attack because I knew that if I attacked with that Giant down on the map, he wasn't going to be able to support with a Graveyard. So as you can see, we just got his tower, and we got a free defense off, which means we're only gonna have to pull off like one more in this game. So we'll go with the Lumberjack. Hopefully it gets on top of this Musketeer in just a minute. Go with the Heal Spirit to heal everything up, and I'm gonna go with a Magic Archer right here. And Mini P.E.K.K.A is almost dead, but look at this Magic Archer placement, guys. It's gonna be able to chain through the Giant and hit the Mini P.E.K.K.A if he'd even used it. So we're going to go into the Bandit to block this Musketeer. Oops, I kind of messed that up. But the Bandit should come back and help out with this Graveyard. We have a ton of troops down. We'll just go with a Lumberjack Ramrider to pressure opposite lane. Heal Spirit for the Scar Me and to heal everything up. And it looks like he is going to not be able to defend very well. We're going to get another connection onto his tower. Ramrider is going to take. We're going to go with our Bar Barrel just to kill off this Musketeer. Magic Archer to help out this Inferno Dragon, and that's going to be GG, well played. Clean 2-0 victory to start out the video. See, that's why I kind of like this deck. With that ability to pressure so much, beatdown matchups aren't that hard, because what you can do is you can just go in really aggressively same lane and let your Inferno Dragon and your backup troops do all the work while they have to work on killing your Ram Rider. So a very nice start, and we'll hop right into the second deck now. Alright, so we're going into our second match with 3.0 Expo. I'm kind of curious to see how I am going to do with this deck. I've never played Expo before. He's going to go in with a P.E.K.K.A first play, so I shouldn't have hesitated there. But we'll go in with a defensive Expo here. I think maybe a good play would have been to pressure opposite lane. You guys, some of you Expo players in the comments probably know better than me, so let me know if I should have gone Expo opposite lane there instead of defensive Expo. So he's going to go in with a Ewiz Goblin Barrel push. So we're going to go with a Knight Skeletons defense on this Ewiz. And I think I'm actually going to go and cycle to an Expo in the opposite lane. He just overcommitted a lot, and I already have my defensive Expo down. So let's see how he defends this. Oops. That was kind of a messed up log there. We're going to Skeletons. We're going to keep protecting this Expo, and we do get a nice lock on. So you guys can obviously see I'm not the best Expo player in the world. That was a terrible log. I could have hit the tower and part of the guards. But we do force him to now another zap, and I think he logged that too, if I'm not mistaken. So a very, very nice trade for us there. We spent 6, 7 with, or 6, 8 with the log, 9 with the skeletons, and then he spent another 7 with the guards, and then another 11 total with the log and the zap combined. So set up with our Tesla. And he's going to go in with a Goblin Barrel. I'm just going to Ice Spirit Knight. And I don't think I needed that Knight, but I don't think it's a big deal either. I kind of forgot he had the Goblin Barrel because I went in really aggressively with that Expo and used my log. So we'll just split Archers in the back here. Going to be passive. I don't want to play it into his Tesla, and I know he has a P.E.K.K.A in hand. So now, since I have Skeletons in cycle, and I have an Archer supporting this lane, we'll go with an Expo and force out a P.E.K.K.A here. So I'm actually going to go in with the Tesla to pull this P.E.K.K.A, and we'll begin DPSing it down. So gonna go in with a log here, and then we'll go with skeletons. And if we can, oh, I let the Tesla die. That's unfortunate. But yeah, he's gonna go in with guards. I knew he's gonna go in with the guards there, so you do keep committing. And we'll go with the archers. Try and kill off these goblins. We do get an Expo lock. Very nice. So he's probably gonna have to go with a log and a zap. Maybe we'll see the zap. Yes, we do see the zap. So now I know I'm up a lot of elixir because he had to spend so much to counter that Expo. So we'll go in with another Expo Tesla at the bridge, flexing our skill muscles. He doesn't have a zap or a log to kill skeletons right now, so we'll go with skeletons, and then we'll go with a log here, and then we'll go in with a knight, protect this Expo a little bit more, and we do get a third lock on. This is exactly why you want to play Expo this early in the global tournament here. As you can see, he's running a really weird off-meta deck, and this Expo deck had absolutely no trouble defending this, and so we will walk away with a very clean W for the second game. Just throw down a little fireball on his tower, and yeah, this shows exactly how Expo works. I am not the greatest Expo player. I'm not a very good Expo player at all. We were still able to walk away with the win, especially against the off-meta deck that you just had no way to win. So I'll catch you guys in the next game with the third deck. Going into our third game here with Barbhut Recruits Zappy's deck. One of the most toxic in the meta. This deck is really insane. You just want to be going passively. Oh, so he's going to go in with a Royal Giant in the back. First play. We'll set up a Barbhut same lane. And if I need to defend anymore, we'll go in with Zappy's right here. He's going to have a Knight. And an Ice Wizard. Okay, so that's going to be pretty much all of his elixir. He just spent 12. He might be able to play down one more troop. We'll go in with our Zappies, and he's going to go in with a Miner. And the Miner does lock onto the tower, which is really nice. Zappies are able to finish it off, and I think with that bar barrel, we have so many troops on the map, and he's spent so much elixir. I think we can go in really aggressively here. So we'll go in with the heal spirit as well, and look at how many units we have on the map. I'm not going to fireball this wizard quite yet. I'm going to see if he's going to play anything else. Unfortunately, the heal spirit is slow. Okay, so he's going to spend all of his elixir right there on that Skarmy. So let's see, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to go with recruits here because he is down a lot of elixir. He just had to spend an extra 8. And the recruits are going to be really nice against the wizard. They shouldn't get splashed too much. Perfect. So we have 4 in the lane towards his weak side, and I'm actually going to go with a flying machine here. It should counter everything. That knight is going to be toast. And I'm actually going to go with a bar barrel here. Tank for this flying machine. Flying machine does lock onto the miner, so well played to him. Let's see, do we get any more damage? It looks like we might get 1 or... Ooh, we're going to get like 2 hits here. Very nice. So again, another off-meta deck. This is the problem with decks like P.E.K.K.A. in the lower GT. You don't have any good answers for off-meta stuff like this. It's really not good for adapting to that kind of deck. So going with an RG towards the barb hut. We already have the barbs down though, so I'm not worried about this RG at all. He's going to go in with a wizard. Another overcommit, but look at how much little HP his RG already has left. So I'm going to go in with Royal Hogs to tank for my Zappies. So he's going to go with a Skarmy down low. I'm actually going to Fireball this Ice Wizard and then Bar Barrel this Skarmy. Okay, so we do force out a Knight there. We're just going to need to be passive now because I don't really have any way to break through yet. And he's going to go in with another RG. So going with a Barb Hut. Going with a low Flying Machine here. This Ice Wizard needs to die soon, hopefully. Going with the Heal Spirit to keep this Barb alive for a little bit longer. He's probably going to get some damage here. So we're going to have to go in with our Zappies. Should only be 1 extra hit here. Oh, he's going to go with the Skarmy at the bridge. This is really good for us, guys. If we can kill this wizard, which it looks like we will be able to, beautiful. So now we go with a barb hut up high. I can't afford to take any damage. So we're going to get the barbs on that RG as soon as we can. And I think he's overcommitted just a bit too much to be able to win here at this point. We'll go in with a attack really aggressively here. We have 2 flying machines on the map. Heal Spirit's going to come in, hopefully heal up these Royal Hogs very soon. Flying machines are still alive somehow, and it looks like we're not going to be able to win the game yet. So now we need to be passive again, because I don't think he's got a spell for my Zappies, but I can't take any RG damage here. So we're going to go in with a high Barb Hut. And he's going to go in with a miner in the back. Oh, my Bar Barrel didn't place there. That's unfortunate. So we're going to go in like this. We're going to go in with a predictive fireball on the Skarmy. We do hit a lot of the skeletons there. That's really good for us. He's going to go with a Panic Inferno Tower, and we are going to win the game with that prediction fireball, I think. Yes, we are. So a very nice game, demonstrating how you need to just play really passively against the off-meta decks. I had a lot of counter push a few times, so when you have that much counter push, it's okay to go in. But you saw I was like trying to reset as much as possible and be passive as much as possible, especially with a deck like this where counter push is the best way to go. We just defended. We took a little damage sometimes, but we were able to get enough counter push to where I could go in for that pre-fireball and hit a lot of the skeletons. So a very nice third game with Royal Hogs Barb Hut, and I'll catch you in the fourth game with Cannon Cart Bridge Spam. Alright, so we're going into the fourth game of this global tournament with E-Barb's Cannon Cart Bridge Spam. So he's going to go in with a Skeleton Barrel first play. We're just going to hover our Bar Barrel, and we're going to let it go now, just so that I bleed as little elixir as possible. So this is actually the correct version of the deck. In my previous video, I got the copy glitch, which is my fault. I should have just copied it twice, and then he's going to go in really aggressively here. So we're going to go Hunter and then Heal Spirit. Oh, and he's going to go in with Freeze. So luckily his balloon is only going to get 1 hit, and I think he overcommitted a lot there. So we're going to go in with a Battle Ram. We should be able to take his tower. But yeah, this deck has the Magic Archer for the Bandit. That is the correct version. I let myself get the copy bug here, which is my mistake for sure. But this is the correct version you guys want to be playing. The other version is still viable, but it's definitely a lot harder to play because you only have Hunter as your air defense. So again, we'll just go in for a Bar Barrel on top of that. So he's back to a bats, and then he can go in for another balloon once he's played those bats. So we got to be careful here. He's going to go with the firecracker, so that counts as his bats, and now he is back to a balloon. So he's going to go in with a Tesla at the bridge here. Oops, I didn't mean for that cannon cart to die. It's a little bit of a mistake on my end. But since he just went Tesla and Zap, oh, Well played on those bats right there. That's going to be a little bit unfortunate. But the ghost does lock onto his tower. And I think with that bar, we will be able to take. So now we just have to be careful of this counter push. Could get really scary. But now that we know he has a freeze, we will be able to plan accordingly. So I'm going to go in for a low hunter and then a barbell as well. Perfect. Just like I wanted to happen. I wanted that hunter down just so that I had an answer to his bats, and then I'm willing to spend a little bit more elixir than I need to make sure that we keep that tower alive for as long as possible. That tower is going to be a big asset to me because I will be able to pressure really aggressively and not have to worry about defending the counter push because he's still gonna have to go and take this tower first. So set up with a cannon cart in the back. It's going to be the unit that moves the slowest because of its range. It actually is a pretty fast moving unit, but we will be able to get the most utility out of it. So we're gonna go in for a battle ram here. We're gonna go with a ghost here on top of the firecracker, and let's see. He's gonna go in with a nice Valkyrie, but what we're doing here is we're keeping him from attacking. So unfortunately, my Magic Archer does die. It's a mistake on my end there. We'll go in with another Magic Archer. He's going to go with his Tesla. One Elite Barbarian is making a dash for that tower. And we're looking really good here. He's going to have to waste the Skeleton Barrel too. So let's see if we can cycle back to another Magic Archer. And the Magic Archer is chaining onto his tower. We're going to go in with the Hunter, and we're going to keep up the pressure. And then we're going to keep up the pressure with the Ghost, because I know that if he freezes, he's just going to be too low on Elixir, and the Balloon does die, and we're going to walk away with the win. That was some really smart pressure right there, because as you can see, he's still panic defending, and the Cannon Cart did lock onto the tower. So we were basically ensuring that if he took our tower, he wouldn't, or I would take his other tower, and that's why having that tower alive was such a big asset to me that I mentioned earlier in the game. So very nice fourth game. We'll go into the final game with Royal Giant Cycle, and we'll try and show you guys why these 5 decks are my favorite for this tournament. Going into what could be the final game of the video against Joe Mama, like this man's name. I like this name a lot. With this starting hand, we're going to be, he's going to go with an E-Golem. So this is actually a pretty nice matchup. We're just going to punish opposite lane. If he goes for an Inferno Dragon, we will E-Wiz it, and he's going to go in really sack and attack. So let's see. What is my play going to be here? This is going to be a really difficult push to defend. So I think what I want to do is I want to go with a Fisherman really low and pull away this E-Golem. Oh, and the E-Drag does unfortunately reset it. He's going to go in with another Eagle. I'm sorry, I was trying to concentrate, and a very nice Fireball there is going to allow us probably to get away with the defense here. I'm going to go with an Ewiz as soon as I can afford it on this E-Drag. He's going to go in with a Night Witch. I'm going to pull the Night Witch away with the Fisherman, hopefully. Oh, unfortunately, we get the Heal Spirit. So now we're up so much Elixir, though, that we can definitely go in for a RG in the pocket. We do have the Fisherman and the Hunter all on his tower, and the Ewiz is there as well. Ewiz is going to help us clean up, and we're going to take his second tower right here. Beautiful stuff. We just have to be really careful here, but now we can go, and we can go in with a lot of pressure. So we're going to go immediately with a Ghost on his King Tower. And yeah, perfect. We force out a Battle Healer. So I'm going to go with a Fisherman just to make sure this Battle Healer dies. I don't want to have to deal with this Battle Healer. So now we're going to go in with the Bar Barrel here. We're going to go in with the... We're just going to chill for a moment and see how he's going to react to this. So at 10 Elixir, I'm going to go with an RG Ewiz combo because he's going to have an Inferno Dragon, and that's basically going to be the only thing he can use to prevent him from getting 3-crowned. So let's wait for a second, and then we'll go in RG Ewiz, and he's going to go with an attack in my pocket. I think we're going to be all right here, guys. If this E-Drag can get down to Fireball range, we are absolutely chilling. His E-Drag is actually being targeted by my King Tower. So we'll go with the Fisherman here. Go with our Bar Barrel, and the Ghost is going to hit all of the blobs, giving us a ton of Elixir. I don't even have to worry about that E-Golem. It's not going to 3-crown us if we go in RG Ewiz right here. We'll go in with the Heal Spirit. We're going to go in, and the RG is going to 3-crown him in a beautiful 5-game series to show why these are my favorite decks. And it's very nice choosing these decks that I think will do well and seeing them get good matchups like this. We're just able to demonstrate that they are going to be good and prove to you guys that these are the 5 decks you want to use in the global tournament. No P.E.K.K.A, unfortunately. P.E.K.K.A is just not good in the meta. It's just not good for global tournaments as well, where you have a cap loss and you can't afford to take losses early. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope these 5 decks will help you in your global tournament quest for a finish, for all the rewards, whatever it is. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.